Last we saw about the routing and component placement and board outline. So everything we have completed. So today this is a continuation class from previous class. Okay. So today we'll see about the how to apply the copper. Okay. So we are going to apply the copper for the top layer and the bottom layer. Okay. So now I have completed the board outline and placed the components. Okay, components are placed by the assembly components. Okay, so now I am going to apply the copper for the top layer. So here the copper is placed for the ground net. Okay, so ground is written name as 0. Okay, so 0 net is a ground net. Okay, so I place the copper from the top and as well as also bottom layer also. Okay, so now what I am going to do is this I am going to apply the copper, that means pouring the copper for the top layer, for the ground net. Okay, same thing I am going to apply the copper for the bottom layer also. Okay, so now see, so I applied the copper pouring for the top layer as well as bottom layer. Okay, so remaining rats are normal nets. Okay, so after applying the copper for top and bottom, so now we can directly route the tracks for the pads. Okay, so now other than ground layer, so I am using the track here using some wires. Okay, because some top layer maybe be in the cross section, so to avoid that we are using wires. Okay, so normally wires we have three types of wires. One is through hole wire, another one is blind wire, and the third one is buried wire. Okay, so through hole wires we can see one end to another end. Now applying these wire, these are all through hole wire. Okay, we can see the wire from top to bottom. Okay, so then another wire is blind wire. Blind wire we can see one end, another end we can't see, it will directly connected to the internal layer. Okay, and then final one is buried wire. Buried wire we can't see the uh, top and bottom end. Okay, so that wire is given by internal layer. It starts from internal layer and ends in the internal layer. Okay, so now you can see the routing is finished. So red color is top layer and yellow one is bottom layer. Okay, so now remaining, so one or two rats are remaining. Okay, now I am going to complete the rats. So after I finish this rats by routing means then the board is completed. Okay, then after that we'll see the Gerber file of this layout board. Okay, this is a double layer board. Okay, this is a double layer board. So top layer and the bottom layer I used. So I have given the color for top layer red color and the bottom is yellow color. Okay, so now I am taking this route to connect in the another pin. So now I am going to use via. Okay, so I used via and from the top to bottom the layer went. Okay, again I am going to use via. Okay, so from top to bottom. Now this is connected. Again second via. Okay, continuously I have used two vias. So top to bottom, again bottom to top. Now I connected. Now see the routing is finished. The copper applying for top and bottom is finished. Copper applied for ground layer top and also ground layer bottom also finished. Okay, so this is the 3D view of the double layer board. Okay, so some components are placed in the bottom, most of the components are placed in the top, so one or two components that is placed in the bottom, that you can see in the 3D view. Okay, so bottom is a drill chart. Okay, so now we'll go for the Gerber view. Will see now Gerber view for the top layer and the bottom layer. Okay, so now I am going to use route keeping. So what is the use of route keeping means whenever we applying the copper or track, the track or copper it should not go out of the board, so that's why using the route keeping. Okay, so now we have selected the top and bottom. So I am going to give the board outline of the this layout. Okay, the important thing is board outline means just to while doing the fabrication. So the manufacturer want to know about the what is the size of the board size. Okay, here I didn't give any length and width of the board. Okay, by using that board outline, they will cut the board. So we have to give, we are going to give two Gerber layer, no. So top Gerber and bottom Gerber. Okay. So now I'm selecting the add. So I'm giving the outline of the bottom board. Yes. So we have to give separately. We have to go to a top. Separately we have to give the Gerber, and the bottom we have to give separately Gerber. Okay. Now by manufacturer, I can give giving the artwork. Automatically Gerber will create it. That will be saved in this folder. What is your folder project? In that Allegro, in the Allegro folder, automatically the top and bottom Gerber will be saved. Okay. Now we can see in the vision, in the visibility we can see the Gerber file. Okay. So this is the control panel. In the control panel we have option visibility find. Can you see here? So in the visibility, this is the bottom Gerber file. Okay. And this is the top Gerber file. So this is the Gerber file. We have to send to the manufacturer by the mail, or you can send this Gerber file. Okay. This Gerber file will be in the Allegro folder. And this is a 3D view of the board. So this is the bottom layout, and this is the top layout of the Gerber. Okay.